Louis Vuitton was born in 1821 in the small town of Anche in France. His family didn't have much money, and life was not easy. He grew up in a time when many people lived on small farms and worked very hard every day. Louis didn't have a lot of toys or comforts, but he had a strong desire to work and learn. Even as a young child, he was known for his determination and focus. When Louis was just 13 years old, he decided to leave his home and travel to Paris, the capital of France. It was a long and difficult journey, but Louis knew that Paris was where he could find better work and new opportunities. He walked the long way to Paris, a journey that took him about 2 years. Along the way, he did many small jobs to survive. His dream was to one day work in Paris and learn to make the best products. Once he arrived in Paris, Louis was determined to make a good life for himself. He found work as an apprentice or a helper in a small workshop that made trunks. Trunks were large, strong boxes used by people to store and carry their clothes and belongings when they traveled. Back then, people used trunks to travel from one place to another, and it was important that these trunks were well made. Louis learned how to make these trunks, and he quickly became very good at his work. By the time he was 30, Louis had gained a lot of experience in making trunks, and he decided to open his own shop. In 1854, he opened a small store in Paris. The store was in a busy area, and it became popular quickly. People began to come to his shop to buy trunks, and Louis's business began to grow. His trunks were different from other trunks because they were made from a special canvas material, which was both light and very strong. Before this, trunks were made from heavy wood, which was difficult to carry and not always strong enough to protect the belongings inside. Louis wanted to make a better product, one that would be more practical for travelers. His trunks were also waterproof, so they didn't get wet in the rain, which was a big problem for people who traveled by ship or carriage. Louis's innovative designs were a huge success, and soon, his trunks became very popular. Rich people from all over the world started to order them. The famous families, including royalty, wanted to have trunks made by Louis Vuitton because they were known for being very well made and stylish. As his business grew, Louis became very successful. He opened more shops in other cities and continued to improve his products. In 1859, Louis's son, Georges Vuitton, joined the family business. Georges was a smart and creative person, and he helped expand the company even further. Georges began to sell Louis Vuitton trunks in other countries, and soon the brand became famous all over Europe and beyond. The company became well known not only for its trunks, but also for its other products, such as travel bags and small accessories. One of Louis Vuitton's most important designs came in the late 1800s. He introduced a new pattern of brown and beige stripes, which became very popular. This pattern was different from anything that had been seen before. The company also began using a special logo, the letters LV, which stood for Louis Vuitton. The logo was a way to show that the product was made by the famous brand. Over time, the LV logo became a symbol of luxury and high status. During this period, the company also began to make smaller bags, like handbags and wallets. These items became just as popular as the trunks. People didn't just need trunks for travel. They also wanted fashionable accessories to use every day. Louis Vuitton's company was one of the first to make luxury bags that were both practical and fashionable. The brand's focus on quality and style helped it continue to grow. Louis Vuitton passed away in 1892, but his legacy lived on. His son, Georges, continued to lead the company and kept improving its products. The company expanded its business even more, and by the early 20th century, it was one of the most famous luxury brands in the world. Louis Vuitton's products were seen as symbols of wealth, sophistication, and taste. Over the years, the Louis Vuitton brand continued to grow. In the 1900s, the company expanded into new markets and began to make new products including clothing, shoes, and accessories. People around the world began to recognize the Louis Vuitton name, and it became one of the top luxury brands. Many famous people, including movie stars and musicians, started to wear Louis Vuitton products. The brand became a symbol of success and fashion. The company also kept creating new designs to stay on top of the latest trends. In the 1990s, the company collaborated with famous artists and designers to make unique, limited edition collections. These collaborations helped to keep the brand fresh and exciting. Louis Vuitton's items became even more popular, and they were seen as the ultimate luxury items. Today, Louis Vuitton is one of the most famous luxury brands in the world. The company's products are sold in many countries, and millions of people dream of owning a Louis Vuitton item. The brand continues to create beautiful bags, clothes, shoes, and accessories. Many people want to own a Louis Vuitton product because they know it is made from the highest quality materials and is designed to last a lifetime. In addition to its high-quality products, Louis Vuitton is also known for its commitment to the environment. The company is working to reduce its impact on the planet by using more sustainable materials and production methods. Louis Vuitton is also focused on reducing waste and pollution. This commitment to sustainability is part of the brand's efforts to remain relevant in the modern world. Today, Louis Vuitton is much more than just a company that makes luxury bags and clothes. It is a symbol of success, fashion, and craftsmanship. The brand's famous LV logo is instantly recognizable, and people around the world are proud to wear its products. Louis Vuitton's story shows how one person's hard work, creativity, and vision can change the world. Louis's journey from a poor boy in a small village to the founder of one of the most famous brands in the world is an inspiring example of what can be achieved with determination and passion. Louis Vuitton's company continues to thrive, and his legacy lives on. The brand has become an important part of the fashion world, and people continue to appreciate the quality and design of its products. Whether it is a bag, a suitcase, or a pair of shoes, Louis Vuitton's items are always associated with luxury, elegance, and style. When you see someone carrying a Louis Vuitton bag or wearing a Louis Vuitton outfit, you know that they are wearing something that has a long history of quality and craftsmanship. Louis Vuitton's journey is proof that with hard work, innovation, and a focus on quality, you can build something that lasts for generations. Louis Vuitton's story is not just about making beautiful products, but also about making a mark on the world. His name has become synonymous with high fashion, and his company is still one of the most respected brands in the world today.